What's good, people? Welcome back to another episode of Rap and Wrestle. We got a very special episode today. I'm here with my boy, Afro Hop artist, 88. Spent a lot of time with this boy, seeing him grow, seeing him come to new heights. What's good with you, bro? How you doing, man?
My brother, what's goody?
What's good, man? Good. You know, always a pleasure to talk to you.
Of course.
I love doing things. I love doing things like this because, you know, I feel like we get to see each other in a different light, even though we talk all the time. But it's like it's different now. You know what I mean? I'm prying into more of your music career, and, you know, you get to see me in a different way, a more professional way than how we usually talk.
Yeah, it's the professional setting now, so it's different.
Yeah, facts.
Yes,
bro. How's everything been going for you? How's everything been since, you know, quarantine and, you know, just adjusting? We kind of getting back to, you know, normal routine. How's that been for you?
Yeah, it's been all right. You know, quarantine was definitely a period of just the realizing where, you know, things were for me musically, family wise. It was definitely a period of self-awareness, self-care, obviously, but definitely a planning period for things that, you know, I wanted to do in the future and stuff. So it was definitely, I used the best of the time to plan my future and make best of like all the things to come.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. I definitely you know, can see that, and you definitely see your growth and your evolution, and I know like you're more calculated with things you do, and I always appreciated that about you because you always, you know, you care about your image and your product that you're putting out. You put a lot of thought into that. I know on YouTube we got Mandem out, ADH Mandem. That's on YouTube right now. The video.
Yes,
man. We had 38K views on that.
38, baby. That's what
man.
A
lot of support from everybody. Everybody checking it out. It's a dope video. If you haven't seen it, YouTube,
crazy. Yeah.
ADH Mandem. You gotta definitely check that out. It's definitely a dope video.
Amazing video, man.
Just tell me how was that? Because you shot that in Senegal. So how was that whole experience, just being able to shoot that, you know, in your home country?
It was amazing. I was going to Senegal in February, and when I booked my ticket and I was like kind of relaunching Mandem, I was like, I think it'd be really, really dope if I could shoot this video out here. So I reached out to one of my really good sisters, Mom Jada, and we spoke about it. We started talking about different ideas, and we just made it happen. Linked up with a dope videographer, Mo Shady, who's done a lot of dope Senegalese artist videos and is pretty well known, and linked up with him, made the video happen in the hometown, the city, Dakar. It was amazing shoot, and it's been fire. Like the response for it was crazy. The first week was crazy. I think I did like 10,000 views in the first week, which is awesome for me. You know, I celebrate every win, you know. So yeah, it's been awesome, and the video is amazing. Again, check it out. ADH Mandem on YouTube. Fire, shot in Senegal, West Africa, man. It was amazing.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I see, like, you know, you tied in more of like your culture into your music as you like kind of evolve. Like how does that feel, just to be able to, you know, express your culture and, you know, show people like, yo, Senegal, this is my country, these are my people, you know, we got artists, we got creativity. Like how important is that to you?
I think it's super important to let people know who you are as a person when you are putting yourself out on the platform. You want to be as true to yourself and true to your art as possible. So like me being of African descent, half Senegalese, half Jamaican, I always made it a point to truly be who I am in my music, whether it's the things that I'm talking about. When the people that know me know that the things I talk about aren't far-fetched from who I actually am as a person. So being able to shoot Senegal, being able to shoot the video in Senegal was extremely important to me when I was able to do it, to just not only showcase who I am, but also showcase the beauty of Senegal. People have this misconception of what Africa looks like, And I just wanted to show some of the, you know, the hardcore areas of Senegal, but also show the true beauty and the essence and naturalness of Senegal. So it was extremely important.
Yeah, man, no, definitely. Now going back, like, you know, what was it that inspired you to do music? Like when you were a kid, like when did you realize, like, hey, like I really enjoy this a lot, and you know, I want to pursue this?
I was always into music, especially being around my dad, who was a international artist. Going to studio sessions, whether it be going to a show with him, I was always around music. I've always been drumming my whole life since I was younger. I was drumming African, 3 different orchestras in the African diaspora. My mom was a dancer, had her own African dance company, so I've always been involved in music. I think closer to like my college years, when everybody, you know, there comes a point when you're either in high school or your freshman year of college, everybody raps. You join the cipher, you in the middle of the circle during that break time, and you rap and you got your lyrics together. Everybody is a rapper. So I think during my first year of college, I was like really into like rapping myself. I've always been into rap music, but started getting into music myself. And from there, I just started getting inspired more by the lyrics I used to listen to from like Jay-Z, Biggie at one point, a lot of Lupe when he was first coming out. I just was inspired and took different cuts of them. And then once I started kind of listening to the rap music, I also just kind of expanded my eardrum, and I started taking elements of like jazz music and trying to intertwine it in my raps, and like taking like hints of Q-Tip, but essences of like Jay-Z, and putting it together, and then intertwining the African background, trying to intertwine it slowly into like the music. So all forms of fashion of music have inspired me, but definitely I would say freshman year of college for sure.
Freshman year of college, got you. Yeah, I
think
know.
so,
Yeah, I know. Like I know it's always kind of hard to like classify you as a genre, because I always considered you just to be an artist. You know what I mean? Because you can fall under any of those genres. And every time I know if somebody asks you like, yo, are you a rapper? Like what do you consider yourself? Like I know you always like, nah, I'm an artist. Like you make music.
Right.
How has it been? I feel like just recently, like, you know, just with everything, kind of like with the rise of like Afro beats, and then, you know, kind of right now with Afro hip hop, that you found your sound. You know what I mean? How does that feel to you, that like you like, hey, like I found, this is my market, this is my genre, I found this is me.
Yeah, it actually feels amazing because it took a long time to come to the realization that, yo, I need to stop trying to keep up with everybody and everything. Especially in music, you know, we always try to keep up with the latest sound and stay within that same umbrella. I had to, once I figured out how to just separate myself, I just slowly worked on that craft that I found, a sound of taking elements of hip hop music, jazz music, Afro beats, and just intertwining it in this one pot and creating a sound I call Afro Hop. And once I figured that out, it took a while, and it still takes a while to generate what I feel like sounds like Afro Hop. So whether it's like the producers, I spend a lot of time with the engineers, kind of working on how we create a song. It feels amazing to be at a point where it's now like everybody that works with me knows that there's this particular kind of sound you gotta pitch to me before we like work. So it feels amazing, man. And like I'm definitely looking forward to like my next project, because my first, I would say, true Afro Hop EP is actually called Afro Hop, whereas like I stripped down all the songs that I've done, or I stripped away all the projects that I did and kind of took all the songs that kind of had that Afro Hop sound and put it on one EP, kind of just reintroducing my whole sound. So like my next EP is going to be so dope. Well, I hope it's dope. I think it's dope. So yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Feels
I'm pretty
great,
sure
bro.
that's
It
what you
feels
do.
really good. Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
really good, man.
So when you say Afro Hop, like, what do you want people to like kind of vision when they hear that? Like, what is the sound, or like, you know, like
What I
what do
want
you want that to
people,
mean?
I want people to be able to feel a groove on the inside, feel the rhythm, feel the vibe, know that you're getting also, but also feel the content behind it as far as the lyricism, the melodies, the harmonies, and uh again, like the content, the things that I'm talking about intertwined with just the vibe in itself. You know, you're not getting as much of that today. Well, if you are, you know, you got to really nitpick it out, but mainstream, you're not really getting that kind of sound. So I just want people to, when they hear my sound, for it to be a sound that is like, yo, I've never heard this before. And that's my ultimate goal.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think you're definitely doing a good job at that, and you're definitely creating that vibe for sure.
Thank you, bro.
Definitely, bro, definitely. So you know, when as being an artist, there's a lot of times, even me, like doing, you know, my podcast, doing this one, doing my other one. Sometimes you get those moments where you're just like you get like in a slump, you get depressed, you're like, dang, should I keep going with this? Should I keep doing this? What is the thing, like, what motivates you to keep going, like, after all these years, sometimes even when you hit those roadblocks?
Yeah, because I tell you, the roadblocks is real. Like,
Yeah.
they happen all the time, bro. And man, to be honest, I think what keeps me going is, I would say, family and like the people I work with. I would be more detailed. I would say, like, when I have a convo with my sister or my fiance or my brother, like yourself, or my mom, you know, those are moments when I'm feeling like, yo, I don't know if I could keep doing this, or I don't even see what the point is of doing this right now. Like, when I speak to them or they hear something, they give me that extra jolt of like energy that I need to keep it going and better myself. Because, you know, we always, well, I know I can speak for myself. It's like I'm super, super hard on myself. And when I feel like things haven't gone the way I planned it or the way I envisioned it, I sometimes get, you know, stagnant and complacent in one spot. And um, I just kind of don't know what's next. Well, not now, but before, you know, it happens. So I think having those key people in your lives to just keep you motivated, and also realizing that you're your biggest enemy.
Mhm.
Possibly, you know, you could be your own enemy, and self-doubt is the worst doubt. So, like, just not being down on yourself and having those key people in your life is, I guess, what inspires me.
Yeah, no, definitely, you definitely need that. I know you've been doing this, you know, for a minute now. You know, talk about, like, when you first started, like what's that difference from when you first started to where you're at right now? What's that, like, that
Hmm.
biggest difference?
I just played it in the studio, man. I played a record that I did in 2009,
Uh-huh.
and you hear the difference. I guess the content I was talking about. I would say probably like just the self confidence and the awareness of who I am and what I could possibly bring to the table as an artist. I really just, my earlier years, I was really trying to keep up, whether it be like with the bars. I was super heavy on the bars, trying to trick people up. And then Lupe is one of my favorite rappers, and Lupe has a way of playing with metaphors where it's like a class. Like, you have to study his bars and be like, oh wow, to really like make people think. And I used to want to be that person to really make people think about what they're listening to.
Yeah.
That, and also like the new sound, wanting to be a part of like radio stream, wanting to uh, be an artist that, you know, people could play right after like whoever was popular at that moment. But I think once I realized I need to separate myself from like the normal sound and just be different and just truly be myself, because there's only one of you, you know what I'm saying? You can
Yeah.
only there could be many like fabrications of what someone sounds like, but there's truly only one of that person. So I guess just being true to myself and just realizing I need to be myself is something that just kept me going and kept me motivated and helped me evolve into the artist that I am today.
Yeah, no, definitely. If you could give one piece of advice from now to when you first started to yourself, what would you give? What advice would that be?
That's a great question. What advice would I give to me? I would say timing is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, timing is definitely everything.
No, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Timing is definitely everything.
Yeah.
What you call it? When you so you who I know you said Lupe. I know Lupe is one of your favorite. I know Jay-Z is one of your favorites as well. So who are you listening to like right now besides like yourself? Who are you listening to? Who you like that's out there making music?
I'm listening to a lot of Afro beats right now. I haven't really listened to as much hip hop. I always look out for like when a new Cole single drops. As far as new rappers, I haven't really been listening to much new rap. It's primarily just been Afro beats, and for the most part, and I've been listening to like all facets of Afro beats artists. Like I really like there's this dope artist. His name is Kidda Cuds. There's a artist named Rema I like to listen to. Burna Boy, of course. Kid. And old Afro beats music, bro. Like I listen to a lot of old Afro beats music. Sometimes I listen to some old, Roy Ayers, like old jazz music, old Brazilian music. I listen to old stuff, man.
Yeah, no, you listen. You always have a very creative catalog of music that you listen to. I know that's for sure. It's a lot different than the regular person.
Right.
Let's talk about the BT group, and recently you formed that partnership with them. How did that all come about? And just tell us about like that working relationship you had.
Yeah. Well, I've been building with that collective for a few years. DJ Tunes, who is also a part of the BT group. I've been, networking with him for quite some time. He brought me on to one of his shows or one of his events. I opened up one of his events for one of my records, and we've always had like a dope relationship. And my manager T, who is a CEO of BT Group, he's always showed love, always like supported the sound, and I think it was just timing, man. It's just how just the way things worked out. They built their brand. They work with numerous amounts of like popular artists, and I was hoping to be a part of that brand at one point, and it just kind of happened. Everything is about timing. I dropped Mandem, and we were in talks for a while, and we just made it happen. Like it was just perfect timing for everything.
Yeah, definitely. And Mandem remix, it's on the way. Tell us about that,
Yeah.
and like who's featured on that, and how you guys put that project together.
Yes, Mandem remix is a big vibe, bro. Big vibe. So I have Vector, who is one of the dopest rappers, like rapper, like bars, heavy bars. I think he just dropped a record with Davido not too long ago. He's on there. I have an artist by the name of Psycho YP, up and coming fire, London, UK artist. I believe he's also Nigerian. And I have Yuji on there, Yuji Official on there as well, London-based, amazing artist that a lot of people already know. And it just came about, just being connected with a few different people, and the song is dope. So when people hear dopeness, it's only a matter of getting it to them and if they're willing to do it or not. And luckily, all of these brothers really vibe to the record, so they all got on it, and the remix sounds crazy. I think we're gonna drop it in like a week and a half. It's gonna be a crazy rollout for it, and then yeah.
Nice. Yeah, definitely can't wait for that for sure. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fire.
Fire.
Yeah, when the EP, when you plan, you got a date for that, or like a time frame you plan on dropping that?
I think the EP is coming late next month, man. I'm not. We have a few dates that we have in mind, but it's definitely gonna be late next month. I'll give you an exclusive, my brother.
Nice.
Well, you probably already know this, but the EP is called Always Dream Higher, and it's a fire collective of sounds. I got some really amazing features, man. Like, I really can't wait, bro. I'm just like, for real. I really think off record, like, you're gonna love this. I really
Yeah, nah, definitely. You know, I always like your work, man. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be tough. Always like hearing your sound evolve. Yeah,
it's gonna be tough.
Definitely. So you know, every time you know, people talk to artists, they always talk about, you know, the artists, the work they've done. You know, a lot of people don't give credit to the people behind the scenes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who are some of those people that are like helping you put all these projects together, that get that sound right and do all these things for you?
Oh, without a doubt. I just named two off the top of my head. One being my cousin SK Sounds, who is basically molded me into the studio artist that I currently am today, working with me on just all the technical things that happen in the studio, working on how I lay down records. He truly like mentored me. We kind of did it together. We came up together, you know. But he's truly been like my right-hand man as far as just the elevation of my sound. I would definitely say Avi as well, who is one of my engineers that I've worked with for several years. Again, just working on the sound, working on the craft. And I'll say my other cousin, Kanate, who actually made it a big point. He was telling me for the longest time, yo, hey, you need to add like the African sound in your music, yo. What are you doing? Like, you're of Senegalese descent. You play the drums. Why is your music sounding like, you know, like, why are you trying to keep up? Just be yourself. So he was a big influence on the new sound that I currently move with.
Yeah, definitely. Talk about I would talk about the you know, the drumming and stuff like that too as well. Like you've been drumming since you were younger. How's that going? I know you do a lot of things in performances
drumming,
like
man.
Well.
Yeah, I've drummed since I was 2. I've done so many shows drumming. I've performed all over the country. I performed at Dance Africa, like maybe, which is at Brooklyn Academy of Music, maybe like 7 times. I played for several different companies, one being my mother's company that she started when I was younger. Yeah, I've always been drumming. Again, I played 3 different orchestras in the African diaspora. But my main my favorite drum orchestra to play is called the Sabar, and it's I'll use the accent. It's called the Sabar, and it's from Senegal, and it is a very detailed language with the instrument. It's an orchestra of 5 different drums. I can play all 5, and yeah, man, drumming is still something that I work at today. Like, I still strive to be better at drumming. Like, there's so much language embedded in drums. You know what I mean? These were our ancestors' way of speaking to one another. You know, sharing their love at one point. You know, many years ago. So there's a lot of language to unpack when drumming. So there's so much to learn that I still learn to this day. You know?
Yeah, definitely. And I know, you know, I know back in the days when, I'm saying back in the days like we old, but back in the days when, I know when you were doing concerts down in downtown in New Brunswick, and I know a lot of other independent artists, you know, they were doing performances and stuff like that too. But you were one of the first. You were one of the first people that I always remember that did the live concerts for like everybody. What is it about how you like the sound of like just a live band playing with you while you do your songs, as opposed to just someone dropping a DJ dropping a beat?
Live music, live music takes the vibe to. Excuse me, my battery. Okay. Live music takes the energy to a completely another level. When you hear every instrument on an instrumental being played live, it gives you a different energy within, and you just feel it from within. And being able to perform that on the go, like having all the instruments behind me and just hearing every instrument in my ear, just as a drummer, it just touches my soul, man. It takes me to another place. So like when I'm performing, especially like with a live band, it's a whole nother that you're getting. Like I just completely like transformed into, I go into a trance, you know, with the live drumming. So it takes me to another place.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. So I actually, we know you're good at music. We know you make great music. Any other talents outside of making music that anybody else would not know that you have, that you're good at?
I could cook, yo.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I think I could cook. I had to think about it. I'm like, this is the first thing that popped in mind. I was like, something y'all probably don't know that I'm good at. Like I can cook, bro. Like I can cook.
What you mean? What's your favorite? What's your go-to dish?
My go-to dish?
Yeah.
Gotta be breakfast, man.
Oh, you always make breakfast. I know that.
Breakfast, or it could be rice and stew. That's like one of my favorite things to make. Or I make a mean rasta pasta, you know. My fried dumplings is on point, crazy on point. Like I make a lot of food, bro. You'd be surprised. I even surprise myself sometimes. Like I enjoy eating my food because I know it's gonna be good. Like even when it's like not, and I even toot my own horn, like, cause I don't make a lot out of my web. Like maybe like 7 to 10 dishes like I make, but I make them so much that I know that they're gonna be good if I, you know, watch the stove.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I can't go on talking to you without, you know, talking about your son, man, the real star of this family, you know. Yo, just tell us, like, yo, how has it been? Like, how's that trip just been? That, you know what I mean, your son is like he just went viral, you know, giving, you know, his affirmation. Like, how did that feel, and how was that journey of just going through everything that happened?
It was and still is unexplainable, man.
Yeah,
like I'll tell you a story. You know, I'll get deep for a second. Like when we were like in the election phase, you know, and things were kind of going to a direction that I wasn't really, I didn't vote for, you know what I mean? When I knew that was happening, man, I just turned off the TV off. I turned the TV off and I was in bed, and man, I was weeping a little bit, man. I was weeping because I knew that my son was coming into this world. This was before he was born, and he was coming into this world, and I knew things weren't going to be the way I would want him introduced to this world, man. So like when he went viral, I think it was one night, like I just woke up in the middle of my sleep. I think this was like the second day all this was happening. I just broke down because here you have like, you know, this beautiful Black boy sharing so much positivity, not in New Jersey, not in New York, I mean, all over the world. Like to have something come from you to inspire millions of people is literally unexplainable. And like sometimes I don't even know how to answer that question because it's crazy. Like it's crazy. This little Black boy, with so much positivity and being able to just change the mindsets of so many people is very, very humbling. And you know, I just thank God for our blessings, you know, and he is just an amazing kid himself. So it's been amazing. It's been amazing. When that whole thing happened, it was truly, truly a exciting, wild, wild, wild time for my family. Like wild.
Yeah, nah, I can
Yeah,
imagine, man.
unexplainable, bro.
Yeah, that's
Unexplainable.
crazy. I bet it was
Yeah,
crazy. Um,
yeah,
I know Ion. I know he touched a lot of people, with his message, and even like for myself, it was like I was thinking about the same. I was kind of feeling like in the same way, like dang, like there's just a whole bunch of negativity going on, and just like being in one of those slumps, like we were just talking about, you're just thinking
hmm
about, dang, should I continue doing certain things, or should I start new things? Like what am I trying to do? And
hmm
just even hearing that and seeing like this little kid, he got it, you know what I mean? And like
Gotta
for
figure it
us as
out, man.
adults, like
Yeah,
he motivated me to do more and to do things. And I was just like, yo, if he's saying that, you know what I mean, and he got that instilled in
yeah,
him, like we all should get that instilled in all of us.
definitely. All of us
So
were inspired by it, man.
that's
And big,
definitely
big
dope.
shout out to, his mother, because and people had this like thing where they thought it was some kind of gimmick, but like Ion, she's been teaching that affirmation to Ion since he was younger than 2. He was younger than 2 when she first introduced it to him. And, she would say it periodically with him. And as he got older, like the minute he became 3, just one random day, he was just saying it on the way to school, man. And it was just the whole video, him going to school with mad determination with a banana in his hand, with a
Yeah,
hat kind of like over. It was just too much, man, the video. And when she sent it to me, I was showing it to everybody I was with. I was like, oh, look at this cute video of Ion, man. I love this kid.
yeah,
And then 1 week later, bro, I said, whoa, it was crazy.
yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah,
How's that?
it was
How's
crazy.
that like feel? Like all the celebrities are retweeting it, but it's like, how's that feel like when you get that call from Ellen, man? Ellen is like the new
Yeah,
Oprah, bro. It's like
word.
she give you that call and she's like, yo, I want you on my show. Like
Yeah,
how does that feel, bro?
man, me and Alyssa, we were just like in a whirlwind of like a whole lot of people reaching out to us. And we kind of had it in the back of our head. It was like, yo, I really feel like Ellen might reach out. I don't know. Something's telling us,
Yeah.
So one, her producers reached out, and we spoke for a little bit. And then I think like 2 days later, we got another call from one of our producers, and we were talking for a while. And she was like, well, Ellen really wants to meet you guys. So we were both like, what? So
Yeah.
it was like a speechless moment where we found out that Ellen wanted us to come out there, and it was an amazing experience. All I can do is talk about my experience with Ellen. She
Yeah.
was amazing to my family, man. I can't all I can do is speak about my experience when it comes to her. She
Yeah.
was amazing to my family. Her staff was amazing to my family. And yeah, man. It was unbelievable. I don't even know what the word is. Even today. I think it aired again today on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
see, look how dope that is, man. You
Yeah,
guys
it was crazy.
always be in history, man. That's dope, bro.
Word.
That's definitely dope. Now,
Yeah,
okay,
bro.
so this is the Rap and Wrestle podcast. You know that I love wrestling. You already know that part. So
Facts.
you
Facts.
know that's true. You know that's
Yeah.
definitely true. So
Yep.
I already know the answer to this, but I need you to tell me who's the greatest wrestler of all time. I already know what you're gonna say.
Bret the Hitman Hart, bro.
Bro, all right,
I mean,
what is it about Bret that makes you think he's the best? What is it?
the excellence of execution, dog.
Yes.
Like the entrance, the gear, the
Yeah.
colors in the gear, the glasses, the freaking shooting star. Like, was it the shooting star?
The
What is it? The
sharpshooter.
shooting sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. Yeah.
I think
Yo,
the shooting star was like.
wrestling fans are gonna kill you for that one, bro.
I know. I think I might have thought about it was 1, 2, 3 kid with the shooting star. I think.
The shooting star flip, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was 1-2-3 Kid, but Bret the Hitman Hart is my favorite wrestler, period. Favorite. The technical is, yo, he's so technically like fire. I used to love watching Bret the Hitman Hart, man. Like, that's my favorite wrestler. He's the best wrestler of all time. I'm sorry, bro.
I ain't even gonna argue with you on that one. That's good. That's debatable. I ain't gonna argue with you on that one for sure.
Yeah, yo.
So
His matches are just crazy, bro.
Yeah, nah, he definitely he was the man for sure.
Yeah.
So I know you got a lot of like dope projects coming up that you're working on. Like if people want to like connect with you online, they want to follow your music, you know, what are the plugs? Where can they get you at? You know, how can they connect?
Yeah, man. At ADH Online, for Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, ADH Music on Facebook. If you go to my IG, at ADH Online, you could just go on my link. I have a website. Or you could just go straight to my website, adhexperience.com, and I have all the links to anywhere you can find me on the bottom of the page. And yeah, man, adhexperience.com is probably your best bet.
Nice. See, that's dope, brother. I appreciate you, man, taking this time out.
Yo,
you know,
man, I gotta tell you, man, I love what you're doing. I know you've been doing this for like, you know, quite some time now, and I see you kind of embarking on a different journey that's kind of connected with what you're already doing. And like, yo, it's fire, man. Like, I don't know too many people intertwining the hip hop and the rap and the wrestling into one, you know, because it's a dope topic. I mean, we've all grown up on wrestling, so
definitely.
I love what you're doing, bro. I love what you're doing, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that for sure. And you know,
and I'm waiting for my shirt. When I get it.
It's coming.
Wrestling 101, we flexing.
Definitely. I appreciate that. All right, man. And for me, I'm Derek. You guys can follow me at Derek T. Gamble on Instagram and Twitter. You can check out Wrestling IQ 101 on Instagram and Twitter. You can check out RapnWrestle on Instagram and Twitter. We got a whole bunch of dope episodes coming. A lot more great creative stuff coming. And for this episode, me and my boy ADH, we are out.
Peace.